somebody? Are you lost?
This area is known for narcotic activity. It's known for criminal activity. So that's another reason why we're speaking to you. We want to make sure that's not afoot.
Right.
Welcome back to San Joaquin Audits. On this channel, we look at police interactions and determine who's right and who's wrong. Today's video involves copsplaining and profiling, and it comes to you from this channel. Be sure to give them the credit that they deserve. On October 14, 2021, a man was at a Quick Trip gas station when he was approached by 3 officers from the Locust Grove Police Department in Henry County, Georgia. Watching this video as these officers detain and ID him based on mere suspicion. This was a clear violation of this man's Fourth Amendment right, and pay attention to the officers as they try to copsplain the situation.
Shows up with a 54 male at Quick Trip, now white Dodge Charger.
Oh, it's gonna be a minute?
What's going on, man? Are you hanging out? Are you meeting somebody? Are you waiting on somebody? Are you lost?
I live out here.
So, the reason I'm asking, we've been here how long? Probably 20 minutes?
30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Not even a minute in and these officers already present me with the first issue. Officer Pitts immediately states that they've been there for 30 minutes and claims that they've been paying attention to him for the entirety of that time. Why are 3 separate officers parked at a Quick Trip for 30 minutes? I'm guessing all the crime in Locust Grove is solved, right?
You hadn't got any gas. You hadn't gone in and got any food. You parked at a gas pump. And I know the tank's not on this side. It's on the other side, right?
No, I'll never take this couple days.
So what are you doing?
I'm just chilling. I don't want to go home yet. I can't sit in the parking lot. Cause I live out here.
Where you have some ID? Let me see your ID. Or is it in the car?
It's on me, but what's the problem?
Let me see your ID. I mean, you can make it super difficult, but you do
No,
have to
I'm
give me your ID.
just wondering why y'all. I've literally been on the phone just talking.
I know.
Go ahead and get your ID, and then while you give us your ID, she can speak with you. But you need to identify yourself, so go ahead and get your ID.
So right now what it falls under is loitering. So loitering, yes.
Yes.
Because like if you were like getting gas, waiting on somebody, like if you were doing anything other than just kind of like hanging out, it wouldn't be an issue.
Well, I've been on the phone.
We know.
This area is known for narcotic activity. It's known for criminal activity. So that's another reason why we're speaking to you. We want to make sure that's not afoot.
Right here, people will park. They'll go over there. They'll wait right here. They'll wait for somebody. They'll do shit like that.
And brought under a
Bro,
street
you
light?
have no idea.
So
Well,
Yes.
I live out here.
I believe you do.
wild shit.
You know, you have your ID with you.
Is the license or is the address on your license current? Is that
No.
your okay? What's your current address?
I stay right down the street.
Okay.
And I've lived out here for a long time.
Central 27.
Because you know everybody. If you know,
I've never been like.
Listen,
I know a lot of detectives.
if you notice the folks, they get their gas and they go.
Yeah, but
Sure.
So, the state's definition of loitering is doing something not like the norm. Hanging out at the gas pump, not like the norm. You know what I'm saying? So we have to just kind of get out. Now, if you to like take off and run as soon as you see us over here,
why would I do that?
well, so that's it. That would add to it, but you didn't. So it makes it look a lot better. You get what I'm saying?
But I literally come here all the time. I live here. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, that's fine, but
That's
you can't
fine.
just if you're not doing any business, if you're not getting gas, you're not
But I
going to
was
get
actually
food.
finna go in there. I just had a phone conversation.
Well, that's cool, but now that we've had this communication, it's what they call dispelling the alarm. Now that we're able to figure out, okay, this guy doesn't have any issues or anything like that, then we can be by our merry way. But we never met you a day in our life. I've never met you.
I've never gotten
She's
out
never
with
met you. He's never met you. So We're just doing our jobs. What we're getting paid to do.
Go ahead. Now the start for speed valid 23, no more.
Alright, Mr. Lawrence. Finish up the phone call. Go
Well,
inside,
I mean,
do your business if you got to, and then head on home, alright?
Yeah, but
Second
like, that's
thing,
kind of
your
that's crazy.
look, it's
Like I've never.
Go look up loitering in the Georgia
No,
code section.
my father's a retired sheriff.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I know, but I've never.
like I said, this area is known for drug transactions. We're gonna make sure none of that's occurring here tonight.
I'm
So
literally in the public eye, and I haven't spoken to them. And I know you saw the weird girl run up to my car, and I'm like,
yeah, they just came from a party
With
down
a bunch
in
of-
their
with a bunch
neighborhood, a whole ton of drugs, and we're sitting right
but
there
see,
with
my,
our blue
my
lights
car,
on.
I do a lot of stuff in the community and shit, so my car is like really well known. I race at Silver Dollar, I do track events, I don't do no drug activity.
And like he said earlier, the reason we got out with you and asked you and didn't just like immediately throw you in handcuffs is called dispelling the alarm. That's all that happened. So, but do these change? Like, can you make them just one regular color?
I can turn them off with a switch.
Okay, so the blue lights, you can't have blue lights.
anybody ever tell you that?
I mean,
I mean, you don't have to do it right now. Just before you get on the road, no blue lights. All right. But other than that, look, you're good. Just future reference. You gotta look at it from our point of view, okay?
my dad is a retired chief deputy.
Then you definitely should.
parents-
Then you should definitely
but I've
understand our
never
job.
been-
Then
I've
you
never
should.
been stopped for that.
Then you should understand. If you say all these things, and if you're in the profession, you would understand why we're doing our
that's
job.
why I had no problem.
Right. And
speaking,
we
but that's
definitely
still kinda
appreciate
random.
the cooperation. No, it's not random. We sat there for a while. We observed you. We were watching. Okay, this guy's not getting gas. He's not going in there. We're watching everybody come and go. So it already drew our attention. Then we saw somebody that we dealt with earlier with a whole bunch of drugs around here coming up to you. I'm like, okay.
Right.
So
and they said, hey, I see your car everywhere because I live out here. They said, we see your car, SRT on the side.
Hey,
I said, thank you.
Which makes sense. And that's the reason why we came over here to introduce ourselves, to dispel the alarm, make sure there's nothing nefarious going on. Now we're going to be about our way. Because if we thought something nefarious was going on, then we'd be going a whole different direction. You understand? But we have to dispel alarm, make sure nothing nefarious is going on. You understand that?
I guess.
Have a good night, sir.
All right, have a good night. I don't have one on me. I'm Officer James. It's Officer Pitts. That's Officer Mosley. I mean, and I definitely encourage you to go look up the code section, OCGA loitering. Loitering. Look it up.
Alright, so now that you've seen the video, answer me this. What the hell is dispelling the alarm? This has got to be some of the worst copsplaining I've ever heard. Also, I think the only nefarious activity going on is these officers profiling individuals. To top things off, the lady officer's name is Nicole Pitts. In October of 2020, she was fired from the Clayton County Sheriff's Department for excessive force after holding a gun to a suspect's head after they've already been handcuffed. Shame on Nicole Pitts for taking up a police job elsewhere, despite clearly being mentally unfit to do the job. And shame on the Locust Grove Police Department for hiring someone who was previously fired for excessive force. But yet again, it's just another example of the current state of policing in America.